All right, here is a spoiler-filled review of Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Here's the problem. They kill Luther. They freaking kill Ving Rhames. And like, even when he's alive, he's like sick and in a hospital gown. I don't get it. When was he sick? Also, you know how it's always like a badass action scene before it cuts to the credits and they light the fuse? Think about how awesome it's been for all the other movies, right? Ghost Protes, he goes, light the fuse.
Light the fuse.
Rogue Nation, when he pulls the ripcord. Awesome, right? Not here. I saw this thing yesterday and I don't even really remember what scene it was that took place before it cut to the credits. Because it was all very ho-hum. There's like one mask scene that is not good. Or it happens after Ethan like pretends to eat a cyanide pill so he could beat these dudes up. Grace is watching as off screen we hear Ethan like killing these dudes. And we cut back and he's all bloody and there's like an axe in a dude's head. That's funny and stuff. Doesn't belong in a mission movie. And I have a feeling they squeezed it in there just for an ounce of levity, because I'm telling you, this is a dour movie. And oh my God, if I have to hear anyone explain to me why the Entity is so evil and so unstoppable, like, stop. I don't want to know. It's not fun to defeat something that you can't see be evil. It's just like, trust me, the world's gonna end. Okay, not fun to watch. Everybody's pissed off at Ethan. Everybody's like, you're the only one who can do it, but you don't have the power. Now that's in the other movies. Okay, I get it.
Hunt is both arsonist and fireman at the same time.
But it's too much here. Also, there's a scene that people love where he's on a submarine. I got bad news for you. Unless your movie is set underwater or on the water, you got no business having scenes in the water. That's just the way it is. Bond makes that mistake. It's not fun to watch. It's slow as hell. I don't care if Tom Cruise is holding his breath forever and look, he's getting the bends, but he doesn't care. It's all super boring to watch. Here's a mistake this thing makes, is they split up the team. Ethan's like, no, it's too dangerous. I'm gonna go do this part. And you, everybody else, you guys go and do that part. Don't do this. They did this in the most recent Fast and Furious, where Vin is off on his own. Now that was because, you know, nobody wanted to work with Vin, I believe. But why do it in the Mission Impossible movies? That's what sets this apart from Bond movies. Ethan is very much a part of a team. I don't like being negative about my boy TC. He's out there really pressing the flesh for this movie. We're watching him eat popcorn weird. He's doing all these stunts. You log this movie on Letterboxd, it does like a little pop-up window thing. Man, is he trying to sell it. And like, I don't know what they were thinking. This thing's a freaking snooze. Do I like part 2 better than this one? I'm not as sad after watching part 2. I'll tell you that much. And like, Ving Rhames. Wait, you're gonna kill Luther? You're gonna kill Luther. Really? And then also, end of the movie, you know how it's usually like they meet up and they're like, hey, high five, we survived again. They all just meet in a square somewhere, nod at each other, and then walk separate ways. Like, what? Fine, don't give us another next mission, but at least let them hang out.